Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here. As far as I'm concerned, J.J. Abrams got Kylo Ren and Rey so wrong. And the big elephant in the room is Finn. There's no need for Finn. But basically, he was the box tick, right? He was the demographic tick. That's the only reason Finn's there, like it or not, right? And if you admit to that, it doesn't make you a racist or anything. It just makes you honest. For me, what should have happened is Kylo Ren and Rey should have begun in episode 1, The Force Awakens, as friends. Then The Last Jedi as lovers. Then in the third film, episode 9, they become enemies. But you can even play with who becomes the good one and who, joins the dark side. Snoke, for me, is great, right? People don't like Snoke. I like Snoke, right? So Snoke could have actually manipulated and seduces Rey into becoming evil slowly. I think it will be much better for Rey to be evil rather than Kylo Ren. It's a great twist because nobody's expecting it. For me, Kylo Ren being Han Solo and Leia's son is important. That maybe is more powerful that he is the next generation of heroes. And actually, it's Rey who becomes the villain. Now, it's not fashionable to make females villains, right? That, Hollywood are obsessed with respecting women, right? And all of that. But the point is, it's something the audience isn't expecting. And for me, even though the idea is mine, I think it would have been a much better way to go. Just focus on Kylo Ren and Rey in all the episodes, make it their story, and you flesh out both characters. So this is about both of them. So this is not like the original Star Wars trilogy, which is about one hero, right? This is about two characters, and one is slowly knocked down enough to become a villain, and the other one rises up to be a hero. So you've got them in love. And I suppose it echoes Anakin and Padme a little bit, but you know what's happening with that. You know what Anakin's going to become. But the truth is, you don't know what Rey's going to become. As you go into each film, each episode, she gets darker and darker. I don't know if the actor could have pulled that off, but I tell you what, Daisy Ridley looks able enough to do it if directed in the right way. So I totally think J.J. Abrams gave us good characters in The Force Awakens. A massive mistake for him to walk away from The Last Jedi and let another director come in. Rian Johnson, in a lot of ways, I don't blame Rian Johnson for The Last Jedi. You bring in a guy and you say to him, you're writing and directing this, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. What did you think was going to happen? He didn't care about, and basically, he was obviously told, don't worry about what J.J. Abrams did. It's a joke. It's ridiculous. But I think, and I like The Force Awakens to a point. I don't think it's a great Star Wars film or anything, but I do like it as a Star Wars film. I don't think it measures up to any of the other films, personally. Maybe it's better than The Phantom Menace. But I know a lot of you will disagree with that, but that's not what we're here to discuss today. The point is, JJ's idea was right. He just didn't have the players in the right position. For me, as I say, if you just focus on Kylo and Rey, you've got a very powerful story. One of them's being seduced by Snoke. You've got I think you've got such a thread going through all three movies, and a little bit different to what we've had in any other Star Wars film. And then, obviously, you don't have Kylo Ren killing Han Solo. Maybe someone else does. Maybe Rey does. Who knows? There's lots of ways you could have got rid of him if Harrison Ford was obsessed with being killed off. But this is the problem. Obviously, J.J. Abrams, being a Star Wars fan, would have just done anything Harrison told him. I think that's a bit of a problem as well. But I don't know. I think you should let me know down below. Would you have liked no Finn or Finn to play a lesser role and for the whole story to be about Kylo Ren and Rey's relationship? And as we slowly get in there, Rey becomes a villain and Kylo Ren fulfills his destiny and becomes a hero. And then you could have Kylo and Luke having a special relationship where Luke's trained him. I think that's the way I would have gone with it. But what would you have done? Let me know down below. If you like the video, share the video. If you like the channel, share the channel. Please like the video as well. But I do feel if we went this direction, I tell you what, we would have got a really, really special trilogy.